Hi, today I'm just going to do a hopefully quick video on an issue I ran in today. Is I wanted to query some data that was being stored in Elasticsearch, and I'm a SQL person. I've got a lot of years of experience with that, so I didn't really enjoy querying stuff. I was using Kibana. It's a web UI on top of Elasticsearch. I didn't find it all that great. It was fine for quick answers, but I'd rather have a select statement. So I found a tool called Apache Drill, which I have running in a container, just the Docker run from the Apache Drill documentation. So let's see here. You run this, that's right out of their docs, and that gets you an Apache Drill instance up, and then I exec into that like this. And then once I did that, I did a wget or a curl and downloaded the CSV file into my environment. You could also do it on launch, right? You could do a mount point from your host to get it in your container, but you put it in the temp folder, and then out of the box, Drill can then reference that file, kind of like a table, right? Table with a header row and then all the data in it, and then you can query it. And then Apache Drill has this command line tool. Apache Drill, I don't know if it's called SQL line, if that's the protocol or if that's the tool, but it throws you into this basically SQL prompt, and then you can write select statements, which is all great. I like having that ability, but it's not great. I like having a nice crutch like DBeaver, right? Autocomplete, and just I find it easier to work with. So anyways, the issue I ran into was after I found an article on Medium. It described someone doing this a couple years ago. It may have been valid at the time, but when you launch this, let's see here. If you go to driver settings, this is what you get out of the box. And what this is like I think more of a production ready instance of Apache Drill, because Apache Drill is like a clustered system if you scale it out for like real production use for a company. And it uses Zookeeper, and it's complex. So you have to put in some Zookeeper info. Where's that running? As far as I know, Zookeeper isn't running. It's like running local to that container. Like maybe it's using Zookeeper, but not in a clustered fashion. So I kept trying to put stuff into this. You know, I was putting all kinds of stuff. I didn't know what was going on. I was putting port 31010 because that's one of the ports that this guy, when you run it, this is the web UI according to the documentation, and me hitting my web browser on there on localhost 8047. And then this guy's supposed to be like the REST API. And I think if you have multiple drill instances running, the nodes might use that to talk over the REST API. But my setup isn't that complex, and this didn't work. I tried all kinds of things here, putting local, that's what it says in my drill logs. It says that Zookeeper name is local. I tried that, all kinds of stuff. I burnt a good hour and a half. And then I asked ChatGPT, ironically enough, and then it just said, I asked, what's the JDBC connection string for Apache Drill for without Zookeeper? And it told me to use the string. So this is really all you need out of my video here. I guess if you do this and you're running the Docker container locally and you do OK and then hit test, you're good to go. And then from there, you got to go read the Apache Drill documents to understand what kind of data you're trying to query and how to reference it. But that'll at least get database connectivity from DBeaver. So hopefully it saves somebody some time minus the listening to me ramble for however long this video is. Alright, take care, later.